Hi guys, welcome to Nar Shaddaa Datacron hunting. Before we begin, I just want to say that this guide will include how to get to Network Security District for Imperials and High Security Lockdown for Republic. These two places seem to be the hardest to find if you've not done the bonus quests on Nar Shaddaa. I'll put the timestamps in a comment below. But first of all, we are going to the Nikto Sector. Heading out to the first main area, taking a left. Head right and through a building. And on the other side, we will get to the open area where you will see the Datacron. I think I'm turning around. There it is. Now, we only need to get there. And luckily for us, there are a couple of containers, actually a lot of containers and crates. But I'm ignoring those crates and just going up on the container. Much easier. Here, you need to place yourself in front so not to hit your head, as I did. Next, I managed to draw some aggro and had my cloaking ability on cooldown, so I had to wait for a while, which just shows you sometimes it's better to fight the mob than try to avoid them. Don't jump too close to the item you want to land on, like I did. It's not that easy to see when I'm in stealth, so yep, that's my excuse this time. On this first jump, I usually jump onto the wall, just to make sure I don't fall down, and then slide down onto the pipe. And this one, I always jump too far. So jump and a slight tap twice instead of a bigger tap and then landing on the ground way down there. All we have to do now is to run to the second outcrop over there. And do a little bit of line balancing. Actually, there's not much to balance. It's just don't hit your keyboard buttons too hard. Just ease your way forward. Jump without touching the other keys. And same here. The best thing to do is not to have sprint on. Just tap the forward button slightly. Do as I say, not as I do, okay? Yeah. Next is in the red light sector. And we're gonna find an elevator. You can actually see the Datacron here. Straight ahead and take a right, then the first left, and then into this elevator where we're going to the Gauntlet gang area, which is a heroic area. So if you can't use stealth, then maybe bring a friend. We need to jump on that canopy, and again, I'm giving you guys advice, but I'm not listening to myself. So yeah. And that count is for my total fails since the first video. Just saying, it's sort of an adventure for me as well. The elevator we need to take is right here. And we're going up to the catwalks above where we entered this area. So there's not much to it. It's the heroic area that might be a problem for some. The next one is in Shadow Town, almost at the very end. I'm not going to show you the way over there in full because if you're on Nar Shaddaa, you will encounter this area. There's no one to fight you until you get to this spot. There are usually tons of Imperials around. Okay, we have crates, which are my bane for some reason. I don't know why crates are so hard, but they are. Yeah, containers, much easier. Also, there is a light side, dark side event Datacron here. I'm not sure they're called Datacrons, but potato, right? Now, you want to position yourself a bit diagonally towards the beam, because it's so easy to jump too far. We are gonna jump on those pipes over there. We're headed for that balcony up there, so there's gonna be a lot of pipe running to get there, and a lot of chances to fall down and get annoyed and frustrated. Hug the wall, jump, and move sideways. And this is exactly why I say don't use sprint. It's annoying to turn it on and off all the time. Now I'm getting stressed, and then sometimes, even as hard as I try, the game won't recognize the movements. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Just hug the wall and kiss it. Kiss it, make love to it, do whatever. Jump and slide tap to the left. Up on this thing. Again, don't move. Just jump and then move forward while you're in the air, because that makes total sense, right? Same thing on this. See how far you can jump from standing still? Now, I finally decided to take off sprint because this corner is a bit tight and I don't want to risk it. The thing is, I'm gonna have to turn it back on again because I don't feel like I can make this jump without sprint on. Again, do as I say, not as I do. This guide is turning into a great how not to, because what I'm doing here is standing too close to the pipe and the pipe is rejecting me. I feel so rejected. Again, I'm jumping while I'm kissing the wall. Don't do that, guys. Don't jump and kiss. So here's the elevator to the next level, and now every hard part of this is done. Now on to the industrial sector, and when you get there, from the speeder pad head east and go through to the Imperial Intelligence Gadget Warehouse. Now, this is the guide to get to high security lockdown. It will not show up on your map due to elevator rides, I guess. There's an elevator down in the southeast corner and also enemies. So if you're lucky enough to have a stealthy character, then I would use that one, definitely. You want to go to the high security lockdown. Now, this is not the area. This is some sort of alien research outpost thing. Okay, so the thing is, now we're in the right area, but Imperials will have to take another route. It starts out the same way, southwest corner of the map, the upper industrial sector. And when you get there, it looks pretty much like the Republic version, only when you enter, it's gonna look very different. there's no enemies right now. And the same thing, there's an elevator in the southeast corner. The thing is, the elevator is called the Systec West Elevator. And it doesn't mention the area you will end up in. And when you get there, you pick the Network Security District. Now, there's 3 exits from this area. Use the southeast one if you want to follow this guide. There's no magic to getting through this area. Just run straight south and take a left turn to high security lockdown. So now we're in the area where our Republic character was. Only she came from the door on our left hand side. So I'm gonna switch back to her. And now we jump. The rest is pretty easy. We will have to use a code. And the thing is, that code is from the trash compactor in Star Wars A New Hope. Just enter the Incinerator Room. Enjoy the pain. And hit this terminal. The second number. You want to hit the second one. Now you won't die. I ran past the Datacron. Also, while you're here, you want to hit this one because that's the key to opening the next Datacron. We're just gonna run out of here. Now, we want to head west and north to Network Security District, where our Imperial character just was. So now, both our Imperial and our Republic character can go to the Datacron that my assassin passed a couple of minutes ago. I'm so bad at giving people directions. Here's animation showing you where to go. So again, there are crates to jump onto. And yeah, I almost didn't get up on the tiny crates at the start. And no, I'm not counting that as fails. I'm just not, okay? I should warn you, there are enemies here. You want to make sure you don't fall into enemy hands, literally. I don't know if I can make this any clearer, but you want to hit jump, and you want to hit it hard, actually. On my keyboard, that's the only thing that will work. I hit jump hard, and then move forward. And I have to do that 3 times. Okay, let's see if I can. There, now, slight movement backwards. If I'm honest, it looks like I should have taken a step backwards before every jump. I'm learning, too. Oops. Yeah, well, crates. My bane. My lot in life. Now, we will need the slot machine key thing we got to open up this, to get to this Datacron actually. From here on out, Xeon is gonna take over because the rest is on the Imperial side. We are headed for Corellian Sector. Or Xeon is. Watch her go. And to the first area where you will see your transport. So we have to jump on to the roof of what looks like a bus stop. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be in game, but the Datacron is up there. Through the trees you can hardly see it, but it's there, I promise. And testing out my jumps. I find it easier to jump a bit diagonally from this. And I almost didn't make it. And it's so hard to jump. All we have to do is wait. It's gonna take a couple of minutes. And so I'll see you in a second. I almost didn't make it. Again, I was too close. I keep forgetting. I'm so nervous, so scared I'm gonna fall that I do that. Now this trip is gonna take a few minutes, so you don't want to do this if you feel like you have to go or something, because it's gonna be a huge disappointment if you come back and you find that you've passed the Datacron. I'm just saying. The next one is gonna be in network access. This Datacron is a fun little trip. There's nothing hard about it. It's gonna be a bit painful. No, I'm not jumping down here. Just showing you the taxi. So, just follow the platform until you get to this spot. Jump on the railing and make sure you have the pipe connection below you. It's gonna hurt a bit, but that's nothing compared to the next one. But you will survive, barely. Just remember to heal up between jumps and you'll be fine. Totally fine. Maybe this jump would have killed you if you hadn't healed between. I don't know, I've never tried. When I get to this part, I don't want to try. We are headed to the area straight below the taxi pad. The speeder pad where we came from. Here it is. And there's a lore object here as well for those interested. I don't remember which one at the moment. Onto the Duros Sector. This one is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. I remember hating this. Hating it so much. But that was the first 4 characters. After that it started to get a bit easier. A bit. Not much. A bit. I keep making the same mistakes again. One day I'll learn. These jumps I'm not even gonna comment on. If you can't make these jumps, then I'm not the teacher for you. Did I say teacher? I mean go find a teacher and send them my way. Getting stuck. I'm impressed. That proved I was too close to it. Alright, so I'm not even counting that as a fail because that wasn't my fault. You wanna position yourself a bit diagonally. I wish I heard future me. I didn't position myself nearly diagonal enough. Same with this one. Yeah, The fail counter is getting busy. And diagonally. Please? There we go. See? You can be pretty diagonal and not fall down. So, this one. It's gonna go without a hitch, right? Yeah. I'm learning. So, we've got crates again. Crates. They are scary. Be careful here because you can hit your head on the thing that's holding the canopy up and fall down. Also, you can't fall down between the canopy and the balcony. I'm enjoying this. It's so much fun doing this again. Now, jump from here. There we go. And then the elevator to the next area. We're high above the criminal riffraff. Criminal riffraff? Here we can see the Datacron. It's still a ways to go, but the worst is behind us. Again, you might want to turn off sprints. I'm feeling overconfident at the moment. So, oh, I'm not. I forgot. I have actually turned off sprints. Yeah. My editing is... I fooled myself. Alright. Jump over to... Wait, here. Is the closest to the railing. I don't know if you can fall down there, but I'm guessing you can. I've never tried. I mean, this is the most painful one to get to. Why would I try that? Oh, actually, I should have done that now, but I'm not, because I didn't think of it when I recorded this. That was the last one. I hope you learned something, or at least had some fun. Take care. May the force be ever in your favor.
Goodbye.